It's been a tough road for the Chicago White Sox this weekend. They've lost the first two to the Houston Astros. So what is the mission today? To avoid the sweep, get back on the winning track, because those damn Yankees are coming to town. White Sox baseball and Major League Baseball on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network begins right now.
The following is a presentation of the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network. This is Major League Baseball on SMSN.
The White Sox will try to avoid the sweep as they face the American League West contending Houston Astros. Our pitching matchup this afternoon, Ronel Blanco, making his second start of the year, has a 7.71 ERA. He pitched 4 2/3 against Miami in his first start of the year, coming off of Tommy John surgery. He'll be opposed by right-hander Eric Fetty, who is 5-6 on the year with a 4.16 ERA. The series storyline looks like this. The Astros are looking for the sweep. Blanco's second start back. Fetty leads the White Sox response as the White Sox have got to figure out how to get to and through the sixth inning without the floodgates opening. And the timely hits are much needed after leaving 5 on base last night and not being able to cash in until the ninth inning. And good afternoon, everybody. My name is Brian Snow. Happy to bring this to you. And today, this is a big day for the White Sox. They've had 2 chances to stretch the lead in the American League Central Division and failed on both of them, because on Friday night, they allowed an 8-run 6th inning to allow the Astros to win 9-5 after the White Sox led that game 5-0. And then last night, cruising along until that fateful 6th inning where the Astros got 3, and the play of the game was a misplay by Braden Montgomery. And as soon as that happened, 2 runs became 3 runs, and that was all that the Astros needed. They won last night by a final of 4-1. The White Sox are looking to avoid the sweep today. Ronel Blanco gets the start for the Houston Astros. As mentioned, it is his second start of the year, coming back from Tommy John surgery, which wiped out the remainder of his season. He had to have surgery in May of 2025. He's got a 7.71 ERA coming into today. In his last start against Miami, he had a no decision. He went 4 2/3, allowed 2 hits, 4 runs earned. He walked 3 and struck out 8. The pitching plan for Blanco is to attack the zone and to work low. Want to work low against this dangerous White Sox hitting ball club. And I really mean dangerous. Eric Fetty opposes Blanco today. He is 5-7 with a 4.19 ERA, 108 and a third innings pitched. He's allowed 109 hits. He's allowed 53 runs, 50 of them earned. He has walked 28, struck out 66, and he's allowed 14 home runs. For Fetty today, he wants to attack these hitters. Let's go to our keys of the game as we're still putting this together as we go along. The White Sox need to strike first and strike often. They did that on Friday, led 5-0, but then the floodgates opened. They got to finish scoring chances. They had 3 good scoring chances yesterday, did not finish any of them, at all. And they have to support Eric Fetty, one of the starters that they do not support a lot. They have to. They've got to support Fetty today. And the White Sox have got to win today if they're going to keep their game-and-a-half lead in the American League Central Division. The White Sox will go with the white tops, white bottoms with the black pinstripes, black numbers trimmed in silver. And we'll keep you abreast on what's going on in St. Petersburg as the Tampa Bay Rays and the Cleveland Guardians are doing battle right now. So Eric Fetty, who primarily works from the first base side of the rubber, will begin his warm-up tosses. And quickly around the scoreboard, they're in the top of the third in Boston. Blue Jays and Red Sox are scoreless. Cardinals and Reds are warming up. The Rays lead the Guardians 1-0 in the top of the 9th inning. The Guardians have been out hit 6-1, and we'll keep our eye on that. Starting lineup for the Astros: Jeremy Pena leads off as short. Yordan Alvarez, the DH. Isaac Paredes bats third. All right, we'll get your starting lineups right now. Eric Fetty is the man on the mound. This is his 11th start, his 21st game. He's pitched 93 innings, a 4.16 ERA. He has struck out 66, walked 35, and opponents are hitting 250 against them. Again, 2 outs in the 9th. The Rays lead the Guardians 1-0. The sweeper is his main pitch. The changeup is his out pitch. Let's meet the White Sox defense. Left to right in the outfield, Sam Antonacci in left, Tristan Peters in center, Brayton Montgomery in right. Around the horn, third to first, Miguel Vargas at third, Luisano Acuna at short, Chase Mydroth at second, Munetaka Murakami at first. Drew Romo is the starting catcher, and he will catch the big right-hander, Eric Fetty, who stands first base side of the rubber. We're ready to go. Fetty is ready, gets his sign, rocks into the chest high windup, and delivers to Pena, low and outside with a sinker, ball 1, and up we go from the south side at 2:13 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 1:13 Central Daylight Time. First pitch temperature, 81 degrees. The pitch, a sweeper for a strike, and the count is now even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Jeremy Pena leads off. He is 6 for 10 with 3 runs scored this season. He's hitting .315. He's got 9 homers. He's driven in 28. And Jeremy Pena owns a rare double play in postseason play. Tell you about that in a minute. The pitch, outside with another sweeper. That's his main pitch. And the count's 2-1 to Eric Fetty. 2-1 to Jeremy Pena. From the chest high windup, the 2-1 pitch. A sweeper that is just a bit inside. And the count is now 3 balls and a strike. Kids Day on the south side. Gotta love it. And the 3-1 pitch. A sinker for a strike, and the count is now even. The count is full, beg your pardon, at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Production will get better. I guarantee you that. It's like me starting from the bottom, and that is stroked out in the left field. Antonacci going back in front of the wall. This baby's out of here. And for the 3rd consecutive day, Jeremy Pena gets the Astros offense started, and they lead 1-0. 10th home run for Jeremy Pena, 29th run driven in. Man, oh man. And here's the Astros starting. And that graphic is wrong. Okay. Well, I know everything I got to shape up now. Astros lead 1-0 in the top of the first. Remember yesterday, Pena took the first pitch he saw and whacked it into left field for a base hit as Alvarez whacks one foul, first base side for strike one. 1-0 Astros in the top of the first on the 10th home run of the year by Jeremy Pena. Yordan Alvarez is up, hitting .325. The pitch outside with a sweeper that counts even 1-1. So you get Jeremy Pena to a full count, and then you lay a sweeper right in his sweet spot, and he knows what to do with it. The pitch, change up outside, and the count's 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. 1-0 Astros here in the top of the first. We're just getting started from the south side. The pitch on the way is outside, 3-1. The Astros have struck first. The Astros have gotten the first hit, I should say, in every game in this series. Every game. 3-1 the count. The pitch inside for a strike with a sinker, and the count's full 3-2. For those of you that are just joining in, Jeremy Pena led off the game with a home run, and the Astros lead 1-0 here in the top of the first. Fetty is ready from the chest high windup. The payoff pitch. A sweeper just missed. They're going to take a look at it. I think that's a strikeout. It was called a ball on the field, and bingo! Yordan Alvarez is out. So that call's overturned. And that's the first out of the inning. But again, for the third straight game, the Astros get the first hit of the game, and it's a big one. As Jeremy Pena led off this game with a home run, just like he led off yesterday's game with a single on the first pitch of the game. Here's Isaac Paredes, and he swings and fouls one back for strike one. Paredes hitting at .263 coming into this one today. And we have a final. The Sox can breathe just a little bit easier as Tampa Bay has swept Cleveland. They win today's game 1-0. So again, another chance for the White Sox to stretch the lead in the Central Division. And you want to get as many as you can before you see them on August the 8th. Paredes 2 for 7, 3 RBIs, all of them last night. Here's a sweeper down low, and the count's 2-1 to Paredes. Paredes was our player of the game last night, drove in all 4 runs. One of them was unearned, but he wound up with 3 RBIs last night. Fetty from the first base side of the rubber. The kick and the pitch. A sinker for a strike right on the corner. And that'll even the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fetty off to a rough start. He's thrown 16 pitches to date, and he has only 1 out recorded. From the windup, here's the 2-2. A swing and a pop-up. Chase Mydroth goes out behind second base. Under it, got it. 2 down in the inning. 84 degrees is our temperature, but it's humid. Feels like 90. The wind is blowing from right to left at 8 miles per hour amidst cloud cover on the south side. Mark Rippiger is our home plate umpire. Here is Jose Altuve, and he takes a sweeper for a strike on the outside corner, and the count's 0-1. Altuve 3 for 9 this series with a run batted in and a run scored, hitting at .235, 12 homers. He's driven in 30. His production may have gone down, but he is still dangerous. And Altuve swings and pops one up to center. Tristan Peters calls off Antonacci. He's got it. The inning is over. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left. We go to the bottom of the first. It's the Astros 1 and the White Sox coming to bat on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can be the black people.
as she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Base YouTube channel.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world.
Headed to the bottom of the first, the White Sox are coming to bat, trailing 1-0. Here's our starting lineup. Sam Antonacci leads off in left field. Munetaka Murakami bats second at first. Miguel Vargas bats third. He's at third base. Braden Montgomery in the cleanup spot, batting fourth in right field. Andrew Benintendi bats fifth. He's the DH. Tristan Peters bats sixth. He's in left. Chase Meidroth in the seventh spot at second. Luisano Acuna batting eighth at short. Drew Romo batting ninth. He's the catcher. Through the lineup again, Antonacci, Murakami, Vargas, as Antonacci takes a strike from Ronel Blanco, and the count's on 1. What I'm in the process of doing is making a system, an ecosystem for all of our sportscasts. And that's a strike, and the White Sox just lost the challenge. I think that was a little foolish. Blanco is ready from the chest high wind, delivers the 0-1, a changeup high, and the count's even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the first, Astros 1, White Sox nothing. And this time, the Astros are the one that struck first. They've gotten the first hit in all 3 games. A changeup missed outside, and the count's 2-1 to Sam Antonacci, hitting at 278 on the year. One I've also decided in production for all the breaks going forward is to limit them to 1.5 minutes. Fastball inside, no swing, and the count's 3-1 to Sam Antonacci. Second start for Ronel Blanco. He's pitched 4 2/3 with a 7.71 ERA, walked 3, struck out 8. And opponent's OPS is 763. I won't put that stat up. The stat I'm going to put up is the opponent's batting average. Here's the 3-1 pitch, a slider for a strike. And the count is now full at 3-2. Antonacci is ready, so is Blanco. The payoff pitch, a swing and a foul out of play to the left. And we stay where we are at 3-2. 1-0 Astros, bottom of the first. Just getting started on the south side. The Sox have got to win this one today. Here's the payoff pitch. Inside, they check at third. No swing, ball 4, Antonacci's aboard. So Sam Antonacci gets on with a walk. And that'll bring Munetaka Murakami, whose bobblehead is today. And I've got to have one of those. I got to have one. Munetaka Murakami steps in, hitting at 231, 20 homers. He's driven in 42. You would love to see him get back in the groove like he did earlier in the year. A curveball for a strike as the first pitch. And the count is 0-1. Murakami, 2 for 8. He had a hit last night, a double, a run scored, and he has struck out twice. 0-1 the count. Antonacci leads away at first. The pitch, high, fastball. And the count is now even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Snowman's the name. Baseball's the game today. White Sox and Astros, the finale of a 3-game set. We got 4 with the Yankees beginning tomorrow. The pitch. Strike on the corner with a slider. Murakami's going to challenge. Don't do that. They're going to be out of ABS challenges because that caught the corner. That indeed caught the corner. Bingo. And the Sox are out of challenges within the first 3 batters of the game. Foolish. That first one by Antonacci was foolish. And now both of the challenges for the White Sox for the ABS are wiped out. 1-2. The pitch on the way. High with a fastball. And the count's even 2-2. Foolish challenges. But let's see if the White Sox can overcome them. 2-2 to Murakami, who calls time. Again, Murakami at 231 on the year. I forgot to open my notebook. A turn and throw to first. Antonacci dives back. I forgot to open my notebook. As so far here in the bottom of the first, the White Sox have used both their ABS challenges and have lost them both. Sam Antonacci is on at first with a walk. Blanco's about to throw his 12th pitch of the inning as he works the 2-2 to Murakami. Is high and wide, 3-2 as he missed with a slider. That's the key to this White Sox offense. Get to Blanco early. He's making his second start. Don't worry about the numbers. Murakami is a good pitcher. Don't worry about the numbers. Just make him work. Just make him work. 13th pitch of the inning coming up from Blanco to Murakami. The payoff pitch. A swing and a high fly ball into deep left field. Going back at the track of the wall. It's a gunner! Munetaka Murakami with his first home run in almost 2 months. And just like that, the White Sox lead 2-1 on his bobblehead day. It's a moonshot from Mooney. That's for you, John Sterling. And the White Sox lead 2-1. Bang! Alan Piles checking in with us. What's up, Alan? Let's go baseball. Yes, indeed. Old Snowman is back calling baseball, and I love it. Thank you for checking in. If y'all haven't done so on the YouTube side, please hit that like and subscribe button. And here's El Tigre, Miguel Vargas, who takes a pitch outside for ball one. I said last night I wanted to call another home run for Murakami, and it took him a day, but he delivered. From the windup, here's the pitch. A curveball for a strike, and the count is now even at 1-1. I'm going to use John Sterling's home run call one of these days. From the windup, here's the pitch. A swing and a foul off to the right. And the count is 1-2. Murakami had that high leg kick, and he blasted it out to left field. So both home runs in this inning out to left. Pena for the Astros, Murakami for the hometown White Sox. The pitch, wide, and the count's 2-2 to Miguel Vargas. This is exactly what you want this White Sox offense, who has been in a slump. And to that point, Murakami hit the 14th home run for the White Sox this month. Only 14. 2-2 pitch. Slider, strike three called. That should be strike three. It is, and Vargas forgot the count. I think the umpire forgot the count also. That's the first down of the inning. But Munetaka Murakami, yeah, that was on the corner. That was on the corner. Here's Braden Montgomery, the switch hitting right fielder, who is 4 for 9 this series with an RBI and a run scored. Had a big misplay last night, but this young man can play baseball. A curveball taken high for ball one. One of the highlights for this young man, Braden Montgomery, the rookie, is a walk-off home run against the Atlanta Braves. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss on a slider, and the count's even 1-1 strike. In case you're just dialing in, Munetaka Murakami just hit a 2-run homer, his first homer in approximately 2 months, and the White Sox lead 2-1 here in the bottom of the first. Antonacci walked, Murakami homered, Vargas just struck out. That'll get you up to date. Jeremy Pena led off the game with a home run. The 1-1 to Brayton, swing and a miss on the changeup down low, and the count's now 1-2 strikes. Ronel Blanco has thrown 21 pitches and has only 1 out recorded. From the chest high wind, here's the 1-2 pitch. A swing and a little looper headed into left. Left fielder is under it. He's got it. 2 down in the first. Colson Montgomery fouled off a pitch on his shin first Monday in Texas, and again last night. Same leg, same area. Here's the pitch. A strike call to Andrew Benintendi. The count's 0-1. Sick Diggy is with us from Norway, so we are now officially internationally syndicated. I love it. This is going to grow. The pitch, swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2 to Andrew Benintendi. 0-2 the count. 2 outs, bottom of the first. White Sox 2, Astros 1. So Fetty will pitch with the lead in the bottom of this inning, in the top of the next inning. Swing and a miss. Benintendi's gone, and so are the White Sox. But they get 2 big runs on a hit. The 21st home run from Munetaka Murakami. A moonshot from Mune in honor of John Sterling. After 1, White Sox 2, Astros 1 on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world.
What'd you get there?
Twice the work. Twice the surprises.
Just try it.
But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.
I think you should ask her yourself.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brux Night Guard. Now the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to BruxNightGuard.com and order yours today.
SeatGeek is the ticketing.
Top of the second inning, White Sox lead 2-1. There were 2 home runs in the inning, one by Jeremy Pena to lead off the game, and then Munetaka Murakami says, "I'll see you and raise you one." Hit a 2-run shot to left field, his 21st of the year, and that's how we start the top of the second inning with Lamonte Wade Jr., the first baseman, who takes a cutter upstairs for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. The pitch, a cutter inside, and the count is now 2-0. Eric Fetty making his 11th start of the year, 21st appearance overall. The pitch on the way, a sweeper outside, ball 3. So for one of the few times this year, Fetty is pitching with the lead. He's thrown 22 pitches to date, while Blanco threw 23 in the bottom of the first inning. The pitch on the way is a sinker for a strike, and the count is now 3-1 to former Giants prospect Lamonte Wade. Throughout the broadcast today, a sinker inside corner for a strike, and the count's full at 3-2. Throughout today's broadcast, you'll hear me talking some notes out, some production notes, and that's because I'm working on developing an ecosystem. The payoff pitch, a swing and a bouncer foul on a sweeper, first base side, and we'll do it again. Throughout the course of the game, I want to develop an ecosystem, and I have not become good at writing it, so I'm going to talk it out and then make my notes from there. The payoff pitch, a sweeper low, and it's ball 4. Lamonte Wade is on with a walk. So the White Sox defense has got to come through for them. There was a big error last night by Braden Montgomery, and a lot of White Sox fans saying, "Why are you highlighting that?" Because that was the biggest play of the game. Instead of it being 2-0, it became 3-0, and then you have Mr. Hunter Brown. Yanner Diaz 0 for 4, 0 for 4 last night. The pitch, a sinker for a strike, and the count's 0-1. Diaz hitting at 232 on the year. And I want to develop an ecosystem across all the leagues and games that we broadcast here on the network. Fetty from the set position at the belt. The kick in the 0-1 pitch, a swing and a smash to third. Second 1, return 2, a double play. What a play by El Tigre, Miguel Vargas. He starts a 5-4-3 double play and quickly 2 outs in the inning. What a play by Miguel Vargas. And that double play looked tailor-made and very easy. And just as I said, the White Sox defense needs to have a good game, you get that. So 2 outs in the inning. And Taylor Trammell takes a strike with a sinker, and the count is 0-1. Taylor Trammell pinch hit last night. And I know I'm going to get the question of why I stepped away from covering the WNBA. Well, the reason is pretty simple. With all of the turbulence, the pitch, a cutter missed, they appeal at third, no swing, and the count's even 1 ball, 1 strike. The reason I stepped away from the WNBA is pretty simple. I cannot call those games objectively, especially being a fan of Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. That sweeper is wide, and the count's even 1 ball, 1 strike. And it would be such a disservice to all the fans who know me and the people who have tuned in to me and listened to me for me not to be objective as well as a fan. The pitch on the way, a swing and a bouncing ball into right field off of Murakami's glove for a base hit. Second hit for the Astros, and they get a 2-out runner in the form of Taylor Trammell. So I don't want to do a disservice to the fans and be like one of these streamers come lately that just calls it one-sided. Even though that's what home announcers do, you want to be fair to all the athletes involved. The pitch to Cam Smith is blasted into left field. Antonacci in front of the wall. Got it. Inning over. Shoo. Breathe a sigh of relief. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left. We'll talk it out some more when we come back. Bottom of the second inning, White Sox 2, Astros 1 I did it again, on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network. Sorry about that.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kermit the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
If you're the
bottom of the second inning, White Sox 2, Astros 1. Sam Antonacci made a good catch in front of the wall on a ball hit by Cam Smith to retire the side. And now Tristan Peters takes a curveball in there for a strike, and the count's 0-1. 2 runs, a hit, no errors for the White Sox, a run on 2 hits, and no errors for the Astros. Peters 2 for 5 in this series, hitting at .287, 6 homers. He's driven in 37. Here's the pitch. A swing and a bouncing ball to second. Jose Altuve vacuums it in, throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down in the second inning. The inning that frightens me is going to be the 6th inning. Why? Because the first 2 games of this year, the first 2 games of this series is when the Astros blew it open. They have outscored the White Sox using their 6th innings alone, 12-7. Here's the pitch. Strike with a fastball on the count is 0-1 to the 7th place hitter, Chase Mydroff. And what I'll also do during the baseball games is tell you who's coming up next. Here's the pitch. A swing and a bouncing ball to Jose Altuve, a two-hopper, throw to first in time, 2 down in the second. And it looks like Blanco has settled down after allowing that 2-run homer to Munetaka Murakami. Now here's Luis Angel Acuna, the former Met, headed to the plate. I did it again. I have to remember to turn on my I got to remember to turn on my notebook as Acuna takes a strike and the count's 0-1. 2 out here in the bottom of the second. A ground ball by Tristan Peters and a ground ball by Chase Maidroth, both to Jose Altuve at second base. The pitch, fastball outside, and the count's even 1 ball, 1 strike. Acuna hitting at 245 on the year. And the other thing, I want to establish some consistency. I know I have to establish that. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss on a slider. And the count's 1-2 to Acuna. But as I was saying in the top of this inning, I stepped away from the W and from covering the fever because my objectivity was challenged with every piece of wrongdoing. That slider is outside, and the count's even 2-2 to Acuna. With every piece of wrongdoing that's going on in the W right now, I cannot call the games effectively or objectively, even though my team is the Indiana Fever. I can't and I won't do that disservice. Next one, slider, strike 3 called, inning over. Acuna knew it, and so did Blanco, and the White Sox go up and down in order in the bottom of the second. We head to the third, White Sox 2, Astros 1 on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
And ever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, No, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
Top of the third, White Sox 2, Astros 1. And a recent commenter just came into our YouTube chat. You think they had a meeting about 6th innings this morning? I hope so. Zach DeCenzo leads off the third, taking a sweeper outside for ball 1. Chris Cope 1681 is with us. Thank you, Chris, for checking in. And I hope they had a meeting about the 6th innings. That sweeper's outside. The count's even. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2-1 White Sox here in 2-1 White Sox here in the top of the third. Zach DeCenzo, the 9th place hitter, swings and misses at a cutter. Actually, he hits it foul, and the count is 2-1. If you haven't done so, subscribe to this channel as well as watch SMSN on YouTube. Watch for our Watch SMN website and the Snowman Multimedia website for everything with Snowman Multimedia and the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network. What I am eventually going to do is combine it all into one website. So there be a page, the pitch, bouncing ball to third. Miguel Vargas sucks it up. The toss to first. Got him. 1 down in the third. And we'll go back to the top of the order in Jeremy Pena, who is 1 for 1 with a home run this afternoon. Chris, where are you tuning in from? Love to shout you out properly, my man. So in case you missed it, all the scoring came in the first. The man who's coming to the plate now, and Jeremy Pena, hit a leadoff home run, his 10th of the year. And then Munetaka Murakami answered with a 2-run homer in the bottom of the first, his 21st. And that's where we stand right now here in the third. The windup in the pitch to Pena is grounded foul, third base side. And the count is 0-1. The rare double play I wanted to tell you about with Jeremy Pena, and he did this as a rookie in 2022. He won both the League Championship Series and World Series MVP. That sinker is up and in, 1 ball, 1 strike. He did that in 2022 with the Astros. Cope coming to us from Biloxi, Mississippi. Sweet. Welcome to you, my friend. From the windup, here's the pitch. A swing and a drive to right. Going back, Brayton Montgomery at the wall. He's done it again. What? 2 homers, 2 at-bats for Jeremy Pena, and this game is even at 2 apiece. Wow. I told you this was a good hitting ball club. And this time he went opposite way. A sinker that didn't sink. And Jeremy Pena knew exactly what to do with it. Chris, who is your baseball team? I want to know who your team is. We're tied at 2 going to the bottom of the third. Jeremy Pena is the reason we're tied. Here's the big man, Yordan Alvarez, who takes a sweeper outside for ball 1. And I said during warmups, keep Pena off the bases. He's killed us this series. The pitch on the way. A swing and a high fly ball into center field. Going back on it is Tristan Peters. In front of the track, he's got it. 2 down in the inning. I playfully say I hate you, Jeremy Pena, though I love watching that kid play. A lot of you folks know when I say I hate somebody, I'm very, very playful. Here's Isaac Paredes, who popped out in the first inning. Hitting at 262 on the year. From the windup, the pitch. Ball on the outside corner with a sinker that counts 0-1. Chris says, I like the White Sox and the Dodgers. Well, can't argue with the Dodgers, especially after the World Series last year. And I've been a White Sox fan since 82. Here's a cutter for a strike. I watch Braves games whenever possible. Yeah. When I lived in North Carolina, I watched a lot of Braves games because that was the team that was in proximity to where I was living. From the windup, the 1-1 to Paredes is tapped out in front of the plate. Eric Fetty gets to it with the bare hand. The toss to first is in time, inning over. But Jeremy Pena strikes again. A solo home run to right field has evened this game 2 apiece on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crown they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Join Ryan McCarthy.
To the bottom of the third we go in a 2-2 tie. Time for a scoreboard update. They're in the top of the 5th in the nation's capital. District Nation has the call on YouTube. It's Arizona 3, Washington 2. Dr. DeLay, another friend of mine on YouTube, has the Pirates and the Cubs, and it's the Pirates up 7-4. They're in the top of the 5th. They've just ended the 4th in Boston. Thomas Fitzpatrick has the call there on YouTube. 3-0 in favor of the Red Sox. Kansas City over Detroit 3-0, bottom of the 4th. The Dixon Way has the call for the Braves, leading Baltimore 2-0. Miami leads San Diego 3-0. They're going in the bottom of the 4th. Milwaukee 3, Colorado 0, top of the 3rd. The Twins lead the Oakland Athletics 3-0 in the bottom of the second. St. Louis won, Cincinnati nothing. They're in the bottom of the second. Bottom first, Texas leads Seattle 1-0. Angels and Giants, Yankees, Philadelphia for Sunday Night Baseball. May do that one, may not do that one, depends on how we're feeling. And our final that's in today, Tampa Bay continues to roll. They beat Cleveland 1-0. Cleveland has lost 5 in a row. Drew Romo swings and misses at a fastball up and in, and the count's even 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Astros. 2 runs, 1 hit, no errors for the White Sox. Ronel Blanco in his 3rd inning of work. And I love what Cole asked me. You think they had a meeting about the 6th inning? I hope so. Here's the pitch. Change up strike, and the count is 1-2. Romo at 127. He's hit 5 long ones. He's driven in 11. Or Chris Cope, I beg your pardon. Here's the pitch. Low and inside. And the count's now even 2-2. White Sox put the leadoff runner in the first, and then Munetaka Murakami did his thing. Blanco from the wine, kicks and deals. Low with a changeup, and the count's full 3-2. That's what the White Sox need to do today against Blanco. You want to make him throw pitches. Don't give him any easy innings. And what you also want to do, as the Dodgers lead the Mets 2-1, they're in the top of the 4th inning at Citi Field. What you also want to do is take advantage of scoring opportunities. The payoff pitch is laced foul to the left, and we'll do it again. We got trivia coming up in the 5th, and another scoreboard update in the 7th. And, of course, we will tell you what we have coming up next here on the channel. Here's the payoff. A swing and a foul, first baseline, and we'll do it again. Three balls, 2 strikes to Drew Romo, the 9th place hitter. From the windup, the payoff. Inside corner, missed, ball 4, and Romo's aboard. So we're back to the top of the order, and Sam Antonacci, who walked his first time up, preceding Murataki's home run. I want you all to tell me in the chat, for those of you watching on either YouTube or Rumble, who's your favorite baseball player right now? Who's your favorite baseball player? I cannot answer that question fairly because I got too many of them. Few of them are playing in this game on both sides. So Chris Cope, again, welcome to you. Welcome to the Snow Crew. And if you guys want to really help out the channel, like this video on YouTube, share it, and become a member for as low as $2.99 per month. You can also help us by joining our Patreon, patreon.com/Snowman Multimedia. You can also contribute to our cause. Shohei Ohtani, can't argue. And The Miz is fun to watch as well. Yeah, I can't argue with Shohei Ohtani. I do like Ohtani. Here's Sam Antonacci, and he takes a changeup for a strike on the inside corner, and the count is 0-1. Antonacci, doggone you, Chris. Antonacci walked in the first, scored on Murakami's home run. Blanco sets at the belt with his sign intact. And the pitch, fastball wide, and the count's even 1-1. You got a leadoff runner on the base paths, and if you're the White Sox, you want to take full advantage of it. And you want to cash it in, because this Astro team can score in bunches. They play him double play depth up the middle. Isaac Paredes in on the grass at third. They throw to first, and Romo is back safely. 1 ball, 1 strike to Sam Antonacci. 45th pitch coming up from Ronel Blanco. From the set position, here's the pitch. A changeup outside, ball 2. I like watching Ohtani. Can't help it. I love watching Murakami. My favorite all-time player, I got so many of those, but my favorite White Sox player of all time is Frank Thomas, the Big Hurt. Here's the 2-1, a swing and a high, pop foul. Third base side out of play. Paredes gives it a look, but way out of play, and the count's even 2-2. I like this rookie here, Sam Antonacci. Arku is in the house with us. I want y'all to get this one. I want us to get this one too. We've had 2 shots so far to extend the lead in the Central, but the Astros got us in the 6th inning both times. The pitch, swinging a foul out of play. We'll do it again. Murakami's my favorite this game, hoping he gets an RBI. Well, you missed the fun in the first, Chris. Murakami has a 2-run homer, so the Rangers can have some cushion in the AL West. I forgot you were a Rangers fan, man. The 2-2 was swinging a bouncing ball up the middle and through for a base hit. Romo will make the turnaround second and head to third. They got a chance to get him. The throw, Chief. So now you got runners on the corners with nobody out. Antonacci takes the extra base. So I ain't got runners at the corners, a chance at the lead. And Mune headed to the plate. Murakami has 21 home runs this year, 10th most by a White Sox rookie, which is tied with Colson Montgomery and Alexei Ramirez. The Cuban Missile, Alexei Ramirez. Wait till y'all hear my White Sox trivia question in the 5th inning. Gonna put that in place. The pitch on the way, a curveball high, ball 1. Murakami, 21 homers. He's driven in 44. The 2 latest came in the 1st inning. The pitch, a curveball strike on the upper inside corner, and the count's even 1 ball, 1 strike. A base hit gets you 2 runs. And you don't want to hit it at anybody. From the windup, here's the pitch. A swing and a bouncing ball to Altuve. One of them will come home. Throw to first is in time. Murakami with an RBI ground out. Romo scores, and the White Sox lead 3-2. And you got another one runner on the base paths with only 1 out. That is where the White Sox have failed this series and in general the second half of the season, getting runners in with less than 2 out. And a stat that I said yesterday and I repeated today, they only have 14 home runs this month. And you know the best part? They continue to win. Here's Miguel Vargas with a shot. Oh, what a catch by Isaac Paredes. He dives on third, tags the bag, inning over. Wow. What a play by Isaac Paredes. He takes a double away from El Tigre. Miguel Vargas completes the double play by stepping on third, and that's that. Oh, man. The leather has been thrown around by both teams in this series. A run on 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left. Hang a star on that one for Isaac Paredes. We go to the 4th. White Sox 3, Astros 2. Back with more after this on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crown they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat the black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
We're heading to the top of the 4th inning, and Isaac Paredes just saved a run and extra bases with a great stab on a line drive at third. And now Jose Altuve at the plate takes a sinker, didn't offer, and the count's 1-0. Altuve 0 for 1 on the afternoon. White Sox 3, Astros 2. And a chance for more, but Isaac Paredes threw the leather at third base. The pitch, a strike call, and the count's even 1-1. Man, oh man, plays like that make me love baseball all over again. And players like this, Jose Altuve, make me love baseball all over again. The pitch on the way, a sinker for a strike, and the count is 1-2. Chris says, well, we'll take it. Absolutely. But, man, Paredes just made a fabulous play. Nothing you can do about that. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 1 down in the 4th. First strikeout of the day for Eric Fetty. And you want Fetty to go as long as possible and not have the White Sox dig into their bullpen before the Astros dig into theirs. Coming up tomorrow, we got the White Sox and those damn Yankees. 7:40 Eastern time is the first pitch from the south side. Here is Lamonte Wade, who takes a sinker for a strike, and the count is 0-1. 7:40 is the first pitch. 7:30 is our pregame show. From the windup, here's the pitch. A swing and a bouncer foul, first base side, and the count's 0-2. We're starting with 10-minute pregame shows, and so I can build my endurance back up to where we can host 30-minute pregame shows, have them written out properly, have them properly set. From the windup, here's the 0-2. A cutter high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lamonte Wade walked in the second inning, hitting at 189. From the chest high wind, here's the 1-2 pitch. Changeup missed on the outside corner, and the White Sox can't use any. The White Sox have no ABS challenges left. Just outside. From the windup, the pitch, a swing and a pop up into right. Braden Montgomery, are you kidding me? Back at the wall, Montgomery. He makes the catch. He makes the catch. A leaping catch by the rookie Braden Montgomery at the wall to take a home run away. Hang a star on that one as both of these teams are playing defense this afternoon. Wow. That ball was in the bullpen, and the young man, Braden Montgomery, brought it back. 1 out, or 2 outs, I should say, in the 4th. Here's Yainer Diaz, who takes a sweeper for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Braden Montgomery, nice play, young man. Nice play. That ball was in the bullpen, and he brought it back. Diaz swings and misses, and the count's 0-2. Phew, a sigh of relief. You're not out of the woods yet, but this game was tied, and Braden Montgomery said, not today it isn't. The pitch on the way. A swing and a fly ball to right, foul, and the count stays where it is at 0-2. 31,000 on Friday, 30,000 last night, another 30,000, I think, this afternoon. And the White Sox with a chance with a win today to stretch their lead in the Central Division to 2.5 games. From the windup, the pitch, high with a cutter, and the count's 1-2. Chris Cope says, oh my God, I got to remember to breathe here. You and me both, partner. You and me both. I looked at that. Here's a looper. Oh, caught by Vargas. El Tigre takes a hit away, and that's the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. Braden Montgomery just saved the game to this juncture, robbing a home run. We go to the bottom of the 4th. White Sox 3, Astros 2. We look for more on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can be the black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Base YouTube channel. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
Phew! Breathe a sigh of relief for the great play by Braden Montgomery, who robbed a home run in the top of this inning, and the young man's up to the plate now, taking a fastball inside for a strike, and it's 0-1. So after a bad night last night from Braden Montgomery, he, to this point, has just saved the game. The pitch, a swing and a high fly ball into center field. Trammell jogging under it, moves toward left center, makes the catch, and there's one out in the fourth. Ronel Blanco on for his fourth inning of work. He's thrown 54 pitches to this juncture. The most important game we're paying attention to, the Cleveland Guardians have gone down to the Tampa Bay Rays 1-0. The Guardians have lost 5 in a row. Here's Andrew Benintendi, who takes a slider inside and low for ball one. You know what I want to do? I want to bring back a show that is similar to This Week in Baseball, but put the Snowman spin on it. Benintendi hits a shot foul to the left, and the count is 1-1. But Pure Adrenaline Sports has his baseball rankings every Sunday. That's terrific. I want to add that too. Here's the pitch, swinging a foul out of play to the left, and the count is 1-2. I got all kinds of ideas for our coverage going forward because I want to turn this from a hobby into a living, and I can thank Dr. K for that distinction, even though she believes, as well as my friends, that pitches outside with a changeup, and the count's even 2-2. She believes, as well as my friends believe, that this is not a hobby for me, and it hasn't been for 30 years. However, the way certain people look at it, the pitch on the way, Benintendi swings and drives one to the right center. Coming on is Trammell. He's got it, 2 down in the inning. But the way that certain people feel, and I'll just leave it at that, this is a hobby because I'm not bringing in the bucks, ... yet. Do I plan to? You better damn well believe I am. Here's Tristan Peters, who's 0 for 1 on the afternoon, grounded out to Jose Altuve in the second. We're in the bottom of the fourth. White Sox 3, Astros 2. The pitch to Peters is smoked to first, grabbed by Wade, flipped to Blanco, in time, inning over. Oh, baby. Both teams are throwing the leather here. Up and out go the White Sox in order, and we head to the fifth. White Sox 3, Astros 2. Back with more on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Base.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can be the black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Base YouTube channel.
am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world.
Decided from now on also I'm going to make the commercial breaks 90 seconds for baseball. We're in the top of the fifth. All is right. Thank you, gentlemen. Chris Cope says, great baseball voice. Thank you. John Rooney was my guy. John Rooney, Vince Scully, who else? Jack Buck, Harry Carey for a while. All the old schoolers I listened to. Victor Locke says, Snowman calling baseball, all is right with the world. Well, thank you. I feel a heck of a lot better calling baseball. Taylor Trammell will lead off the top of the fifth against Eric Fetty. White Sox 3, Astros 2. And we got a trivia question for you. Here's the pitch. That is driven to center field, and this game is tied. Are you kidding? Taylor Trammell has tied the game at 3. Three solo home runs by the Houston Astros. And 1 robbery from Braden Montgomery, or they'd be in front. Ay. Well, at least the game is tied, and we're not trailing like we were going to the bottom of the first. And that was the first pitch of the inning. These Astros hitters, as long as I've watched them over the years, love to attack the first pitch. Here's Cam Smith, who thought he had a home run until Sam Antonacci robbed him. The pitch to Cam is a strike, and the count's 0-1. And Jordan Hicks, the hard-throwing right-hander, former St. Louis Cardinal and Giant, now throwing in the bullpen for the White Sox. Smith swings and misses at a sweeper, and the count's even 1-1. Chicago Paul, living in Lake Havasu City, Arizona. Huge Sox fan. Thank you very much. Fetty Wap keeping the game anxiety free. Yeah, we're tied at this point, not trailing. The pitch on the way is a sinker that is up and outside, and the count's 1-2. I have a feeling we'll see Jordan Hicks in the 6th inning. Jordan Hicks was a great closer for the St. Louis Cardinals, but then 2 Tommy John surgeries happened. 1-2 pitch to Cam is a sweeper outside, and the count is even at 2-2. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends about it. We're all over the place. The pitch, low and outside, the count's full 3-2. Oh my Josh is with us. My favorite current player is Miguel Vargas, El Tigre, Miguel Vargas. I love Vargas. I love these young kids and this young team. Payoff pitch, swinging a drive in the left. Antonacci fading back, under it, at the wall. Got it. First down of the 5th. That's the second hit by Cam Smith with the wind blowing right to left that died right at the fence. It died right at the fence. That was close. 1 down in the 5th. And Eric Fetty has given up a lot of fly balls this afternoon. And on that last shot, he was just shaking his head as if to say, not again, but thank you, Sam. Here's the 9th place hitter, Zach DeZenzo, who takes a sweeper for a strike on the inside corner, and the count's 0-1. The wind is blowing out to left. DeZenzo, right-handed batter, swinging a drive to right. Coming in as Peters. He won't get there. It's a base hit. So DeZenzo on with a single with 1 out in the 5th. And the Astros have the go-ahead run on. Way too much contact. Might need to pull Fetty, and I think that's exactly what's going to happen as Will Venable is on his way out to the mound. Fetty, 68 pitches to this juncture, and I think we're going to see Jordan Hicks right now. Venable takes the ball. Fetty heads off. He gets a little bit of an applause, but 3 solo home runs, and he leads with a runner at first and 1 out. Jordan Hicks is on. We'll tell you more about him in 65 seconds. Back after this on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world.
What'd you get?
Twice the work. Twice the surprises.
Just try it.
But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.
You should ask her yourself.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brooks Night Guard. Now the Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional.
Jordan Hicks is on his 32nd appearance. He's pitched 28 in the third with a 3.49 ERA. The runner at first is the responsibility of Eric Fetty. In a 3-3 tie here in the top of the fifth inning with one out, Jordan Hicks now on to try to keep the Astros right where they are, and he has to deal with the gentleman who started today's scoring in Jeremy Pena. The pitch. Fastball strike, and the count's 0-1. Hicks can still throw it. He can average up to 100 on his pitches. He might have to be our closer if we don't land a closer at the trade deadline. But I don't know if he's capable of that physically. Swing and a miss on a sweeper. That was nasty. That sweeper started right down the middle and then just fell off the table. 0-2 to Jeremy Pena, who's 2 for 2 on the afternoon. The pitch. Swinging a little looper, headed to right. Braden Montgomery is under it, makes the catch. 2 down in the fifth. Carlos Beltran, Andrew Jones, and Jeff Kent inducted into the Hall of Fame today, and our congratulations to those guys. Oh, you guys, a little White Sox trivia. In the last 10 appearances for Jordan Hicks, 10 2/3, no runs allowed. Only allowed 2 hits in the last 10 2/3 innings. Hicks, first base side of the rubber, working to Yordan Alvarez, but first he'll toss to first to check on Zach DeCenzo. Two out, a runner aboard. Tie game at 3 here in the bottom of the fifth. The pitch, swing and a miss on a sweeper. And the count is 0-1. The count. Hicks from the set, kicks and deals. Fastball strike on the upper corner, and the count's 1-2. And Alvarez not happy with that call. Here's our White Sox trivia question, and it goes like this. Is Jordan Hicks is now on to pitch for the White Sox. Who was the last White Sox pitcher to win 20 in a season? Again, the last White Sox pitcher to win 20 games in a season. 0-2 to Alvarez. The kick and the pitch. Sweeper low, and the count's 1-2. So Taylor Trammell led off this fifth inning with a home run on the first pitch he saw from Eric Fetty. Fetty has since been pulled. The runner at first, Zach DeCenzo, is Fetty's responsibility. So Fetty goes 4 1/3, gives up 5 hits, 3 runs. The pitch, swing and a miss, but a foul. It came out of the glove. Challenged him at 99. Hicks can still throw hard. So let me ask this. Should Jordan Hicks be our closer, or should we go after a closer at the deadline? The pitch on the way. Swinging a foul. We'll do it again. Once again, our White Sox fifth inning trivia goes like this. Who is the last White Sox pitcher to win 20 in a season? And Chris got the right answer. It is Esteban Loaiza, 2003. Hicks is ready. 0-2 pitch. Cutter. Nope, a splitter. He missed outside. And again, I go back to the first inning where the White Sox used both of their ABS challenges. That one was correct. Keep Hicks for relief and get Mason. I agree. They got to go after a bona fide closer. Pitch on the way. A sweeper outside, and the count's full 3-2, and this will put DeZenzo in motion. I think you go up and in on Alvarez and get him to chase. DeCenzo leads away. He'll be off with the pitch. Hicks is set from the belt. The payoff pitch with the runner going is high, ball 4 with a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. And now the White Sox got a problem. 2 on, 2 out in the 5th. So this runner is the responsibility of Jordan Hicks as Alvarez draws a walk. DeCenzo is the responsibility of Eric Fetty. And Romo will come out to talk with the hard-throwing right-hander, Jordan Hicks. How about another White Sox trivia question? In 1983, the White Sox had not one, but 2 20-game winners. Name them. 1983, the White Sox had 2 20-game winners. Name them. Here is Isaac Paredes, who made a great defensive play, taking a run away, and now that play is huge as we are tied and the White Sox not in front, as he snagged a line drive from Miguel Vargas and was able to complete the double play by tagging the bag. But Paredes is dangerous. The pitch, breaking ball inside, ball 1. Came at him with the sweeper that time. Calm down, Jordan Hicks. See, as a pitcher, you get so excited because you have someone down 2 strikes and you want to put them away, but you start getting cute. The pitch, sweeper strike, and the count's even 1-1. And as Victor and I love to say, you try to get cute and you wind up getting caught. That's what happened to Eric Fetty on the first pitch of this inning. Tried to get cute with Taylor Trammell, and Taylor Trammell caught him. Here's a bouncer foul with a sinker at 100. What kind of filth is that? I said that on the Pure Adrenaline Sports Channel when we did the White Sox and the Blue Jays from Toronto. As one ball, 2 strikes. Jordan Hicks to Isaac Paredes. The pitch on the way, a swing and a drive to center, and caught by Chase Maedroff, running out to center to make the catch, and that'll be that. A run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. Yes, Chris, 100 miles an hour on a sinker. Crazy. Very, very crazy. Work to do. The White Sox and Astros tied 3 apiece as we go to the bottom of the 5th on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world.
What'd you get there?
Twice the work. Twice the surprises.
Just try it.
But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.
I think you should ask her yourself.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brux Night Guard. Now the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to BruxNightGuard.com and order yours today.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like...
How the heck you throw a sinker at 100 miles an hour? That's what I want to know. How do you throw a sinker at 100 miles an hour? White Sox have been out hit 5-2, but we're tied at 3 apiece. Ronel Blanco begins the bottom of the 5th, working to chase Mydrov, and he takes a fastball upstairs for ball 1. Mydrov 0 for 1 on the afternoon. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Astros. 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors for the White Sox. The pitch is a strike, and the count's even 1-1. Bottom of the 5th inning, Chase Mydrov leads off for the White Sox, and the pitch on the way is smoked foul, third base side, and the count's now 1-2. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Astros. 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors for the White Sox. 3 solo home runs for the Astros, a 2-run homer for the White Sox. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And Mydrov is gone, first out of the 5th. Blanco has not allowed a hit since the 2nd inning. The other thing I want to work on is my posture. So there is something I am going to order that'll help shrink the gut, keep it in place, and get my back in order. The pitch to Acuna, swing and a miss on a fastball, and the count's 0-1. Bottom of the 5th inning in a 3-3 tie. Luis Angel Acuna is 0 for 1. Fastball outside, and the count's even 1 ball, 1 strike. We had a pretty good turnout yesterday for our simulcast, and I think we have another one today. So thank you all for coming out. Appreciate it. The pitch on the way. A swing to chopper headed to short. Up with it, Pena. Throw to first is in time to get the speedy Acuna. 2 down in the 5th. After the game, we'll have our post-game show, a quick 10-minute, 15-minute wrap-up of today's game. Get you ready for tomorrow as those damn Yankees come to town. Drew Romo is at the plate. The pitch, up and in with a fastball, ball 1. Romo walked in the 3rd and scored on an RBI ground out. It was the 3rd inning where the last time the White Sox got a hit. Here she comes. Swing and a miss. And the count's even 1-1. 2 down, nobody on. Bottom of the 5th. Again, our second trivia question. In 1983, the White Sox had 2 20-game winners. Name them. I'll tell you the answer after the next pitch. From the windup, here's the 1-1. Fastball high and wide, and it's 2-1. The answers are Lamar Hoyt and Richard Dotson. Sean Newcomb, the lefty, up and throwing now for the White Sox. And I was afraid they were going to dig into their bullpen as Romo pops it up foul and out of play. And the count is now even at 2-2. The 1st, the 3rd, and the 5th inning is where the Astros have hit home runs. From the windup, the pitch. Swinging a bouncer, first base side foul. And we'll do it again. But there's your answer. There are your answers. Chris Cope got the first trivia question answered. The last 20-game winner for the White Sox was Esteban Loaiza. That was 2003. 7th inning scoreboard coming your way. 2-2 pitch. Swinging a foul out of play. And the count stays where it is at 2-2. 7th pitch in this at bat coming up from Blanco, who's thrown 73 pitches to date. Rangers and Mariners tied at 1. They're in the top of the 4th in Texas. Pitch on the way. Swinging a high fly ball into left. DeCenzo is under it. He's got it. Inning over. White Sox go up and out in order, and that's the kind of inning I want to see for the top of the sixth, because that's where the Astros have been dangerous. Top of the sixth coming in a 3-3 tie on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
And ever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crown they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
Before the injury, Jordan Hicks threw at a 31-degree angle. After the injury and the surgery, he's throwing now at a 38-degree angle. Javin Mason is on with us with the for the broadcast. What's up, Javin? I hope I said that right. If not, please correct me. Let me know where you're listening from. We go to the sixth with Jose Altuve, and he swings and fouls one off to the right for strike one. This is the bewitching hour for the White Sox as the sixth inning in both games in this series. Here's a bouncing ball to short. Acuna with a toss to first. Got him, one down in the sixth. Mason's coming to us from Louisiana. You a Saints fan? Because I want to see Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge, and I want to see the Superdome in person. I want to see the Superdome in person. Jordan Hicks will come out, and Will Venable is saying, I'm going to trust my bullpen. So we'll take a break. The break is 1:05. We'll tell you the new pitcher, which is Greg Newcomb, after this.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
And ever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crown they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Join
Javin Mason, you just made me love you forever, and I hope you've subscribed to the channel, and I also hope that everybody that has subscribed over the weekend becomes a member of this channel, because I am trying to turn this into a living to help support my family after coming all the way back from stage 4 pancreatic cancer. Why did Javin Mason make me love him forever? Because his favorite team is my favorite team, and that is the San Francisco 49ers. And Javin, I want you to spread this to your friends. I will be doing play-by-play for the 49ers this year. I'm going to do as many of the games as I can. It depends on the time because I also cover the Indianapolis Colts for my wife. Greg Newcomb is on the pitch for the White Sox. The lefty rocks and deals to Lamonte Wade, a slurve down and low for ball one. Newcomb making his 38th appearance, 56 innings pitched. He's got a 2.41 ERA. The graphics I'm going to put for every reliever that comes in, swing and a miss on a fastball, and the count's even 1-1. There's one out in the sixth. This is the inning that has done in the White Sox in both games of this series, and the White Sox want to keep this one clean. The 1-1 pitch, a slurve outside, and it's 2-1 to Wade. So you get the lefty-lefty matchup with Lamonte Wade, who was 0 for 1. He walked back in the second inning. The pitch on the way is a fastball outside, and the count's 3-1. So you have to wonder if Venable is going to play the percentages and leave Newcomb in with the bases clean and one out in the sixth. The pitch on the way is a strike, and the count is full, 3-2. Mason, who's your favorite 49er? First of all time, and then currently. The payoff pitch to Wade is inside, ball 4, so Wade draws a one-out walk. So the Astros get another base runner. And you know what? Because the White Sox don't have any challenges left, they missed an opportunity. Here's Yainer Diaz, who was 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Here's the pitch. A slurve inside for ball 1. And if you're tuning in for the first time, you don't know what kind of pitch a slurve is. It's a slider and a curve mixed in. Diaz grounded into a double play and lined out. Strike on the outside corner to even the count at 1. Yainer Diaz 0 for 2 on the afternoon. They're looking at a shot of Will Venable, who is in contention for the American League Manager of the Year, and I think he gets it should the White Sox make the playoffs. Here's a fastball up and in, and the count is 2-1. On Friday, the White Sox allowed 5 runs before the first out was recorded. Yesterday, they allowed 3, although one of them was unearned. The pitch on the way, line foul to the right, and the count is 2-2. To Yainer Diaz. Take no chances. Make the pitches you need to keep this inning clean. Newcomb has his sign. Comes set at the belt. Doesn't look at first, and the pitch on the way is lined in the right field for a base hit. Bingo. This time Montgomery gets to it on a hop, and now the Astros have 2 on with 1 out in the 6th. As I said, this has been the bewitching hour for the White Sox in this particular series because it's been the 6th inning where the Astros have done most of their damage. Here's Taylor Trammell, who is 2 for 2, a single and a home run in the 5th. That tied the game. Now he has a chance to untie the game. Newcomb's pitch is outside with a fastball for ball 1. Take no chances. The pitch on the way. Fastball strike, and the count's even 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 2 on for the Astros as they look for the lead. And now time called at the plate. Wade at second, Diaz at first. 1 out, 6th inning. No score in the inning as of yet, and the White Sox are trying to keep it that way in this series finale. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on a slurve, and the count is 1-2. At least today, before the first out was recorded on Friday and Saturday, there were runs scored. Not today. So that's good to see. Time is called as Trammell steps out of the left-handed batter's box. This is why Will Venable brought Newcomb in. Wade reached with a walk. He's a left-handed batter. Now Taylor Trammell is in. Is up now. 1-2. The pitch on the way. Swinging a high fly ball into right. Braden Montgomery jogs in. He's under it. He's got it. 2 down in the inning. Wade tags, doesn't move. And there's 2 down in the inning. Well, I want to finish my thought on why I haven't been able to cover the WNBA in the last month plus. As Cam Smith stands in, 2 flyouts, 0 for 2 today. Both flyouts were to Sam Antonacci, and both of them came at the wall. You cannot make a mistake with Cam Smith. He does have power. I want to be able to call the games not just as a fan, but effectively and objectively. The pitch to Cam, a slurve missed outside for ball 1. And given all of the strife that's happened in the WNBA, especially lately, and I've witnessed it, it affects my game call. The pitch is a strike, and the count's even 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 down. Top of the 6th inning. Well, I'm coming to your next WNBA broadcast. The pitch on the way is low, 2-1. And Chris, I'm gonna test the W after the All-Star break. No, my team's the Indiana Fever because of Caitlin Clark. Period. When I lived in Chicago, I covered the Sky. I covered them for 4 years. But my team is the Indiana Fever. It's like I love underdogs. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and the count's 2-2. Fastball at 95. Fever and the Valkyries are my teams. I love Golden State. I love the Valkyries. I've been a fan of them since they came into the league, made the playoffs their first year. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, 2 on. Deuces wild. The 2-2 pitch, a slurve outside. Great stop behind the plate by Drew Romo. And the count's full 3-2. I know those threes from Caitlin Clark were crazy, but I gave myself until after the All-Star break to resume my Fever coverage. Runners go. Swinging a high fly ball, foul. Left field line, Antonacci running. Does he have room? He does not. It's out of play. But yeah, I know I got to build the audience again. I know that because I've been away from doing play-by-play for so long. But I also had to realize where my joy is in calling games. I had to find that first before I can even think about asking for financial support. Runners go. The pitch. It hit him. And the bases are loaded. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Now you got problems. Newcomb has thrown 22 pitches since he's come into this game, as that hit Cam Smith on the right leg. Oh, that hit him twice. Hit him on both legs. All right, time to buckle down and get out of this inning without a run scored. The bases are loaded, nobody out. And in the 8-run inning on Friday, as Zach DeZenzo is now at the plate, on Friday during the 8-run 6th inning, there was also a bases loaded walk. You definitely don't want that. We can breathe a little easy because Cleveland lost again, and they've lost 5 in a row. The pitch, slurve outside, ball 1. Don't look at the runners, just concentrate on the hitter. That's what I was told many times as a pitcher. 1 ball, no strikes to Zach DeZenzo, who is 1 for 2. The pitch on the way is a fastball up, and the counts 2-0. The elusive dude is with us. God, this 6th inning has me incredibly stressed. Same here. Cleveland got killed by Tampa Bay. Those were great games. Yes. Now, I want us to get this one. The pitch on the way. A swing and a high fly ball in the center. Tristan Peters is under it. Jogging in. Nope. It is Sam Antonacci who makes the catch. The inning is over. And the White Sox escape the inning without a run scored. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 3 men left. Phew. Sigh of relief. Man, oh man. All right. Let's take 90 seconds. 3-3 tie headed to the bottom of the sixth on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crown they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, No, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk.
To the bottom of the sixth, we started the inning 3-3. We continue the inning 3-3. No runs scored in the sixth inning as the White Sox bullpen held the Astros scoreless, even though it was a tense inning and the bases were loaded. Blanco deals to Antonacci, and Antonacci swings and drives one down the right field line and fair into the corner. Antonacci around first, headed for second. He's in there with a stand-up double to lead off the sixth. Big hit. Big hit. Needed that. All right, scoreboard update goes like this. Bottom of the eighth, Pirates lead the Cubs 8-5 in Pittsburgh. We'll keep sprinkling scores in. Red Sox are shutting out the Blue Jays 6-0. They're in the bottom of the eighth. The go-ahead run is on for the White Sox here in the bottom of the sixth in a 3-3 tie as Blanco and Yainer Diaz are having a discussion on the mound. Next time we'll be with you will be tomorrow when the White Sox begin the first of four hosting the New York Yankees. Here is Munetaka Murakami, who is 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Grant Taylor, another hard-throwing right-hander, up for the White Sox in the bullpen as this has become a bullpen game for the remainder of the game. Murakami stands in, 1 for 2 on the afternoon, and he takes a curveball for a strike, and it's 0-1. Murakami's 2-run home run gave the White Sox a 2-1 lead, beg your pardon. He's driven in 3 on the afternoon. He's driven in all of them. Blanco looks at second, and the pitch, swinging a miss, and the count's 0-2 to Murakami. Murakami with a 2-run home run and an RBI ground out. That's his afternoon. They're in the bottom of the fifth at Target Field, and the Twins lead the Athletics 7-0. Cardinals and Reds are tied 2-2, top of the sixth in St. Louis. The pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball to the right side. Altuve up with it. Tossed to first is in time. Murakami retired, and the go-ahead run stands 90 feet away. Every time the White Sox have led, the Astros have tied it up. Big house this afternoon at Rate Field. And that's what I like to see on the South Side. That's what I want to see. From the windup, El Tigre Vargas stands in. He swings and misses at the first pitch for strike one. Vargas nearly had a double 3 innings ago, but Isaac Paredes made a fantastic play, snagging the line drive and then tagging the bag at third to prevent a run from scoring, and that killed the inning. Fastball outside, and the count's even 1-1 to Miguel Vargas. 80 pitches now for Ronel Blanco. From the windup, the pitch. Swinging a high fly ball in a deep left field. Back goes DeZenzo at the track, at the wall. It's the gunner! Miguel Vargas with a 2-run blast to left field. And the White Sox regain the lead 5-3. El Tigre with a tater. And again, that's for you, John Sterling. 5-3 White Sox on their second home run of the afternoon. Woo! Love it. Oh, yeah. And what I'm also going to start doing as I'm talking all this out is start creating highlights like I did once before, but I got so overwhelmed that I stopped doing it. So the White Sox lead 5-3. Braden Montgomery at the plate takes a curve for ball one. Second 2-run homer of the afternoon for the White Sox. The pitch on the way, up and outside. And the count is 2-0 to Braden Montgomery. Big hit for the White Sox. Big hit after escaping the top of the sixth. Montgomery takes a slider high, and it's 3-0. El Tigre with his 22nd home run of the year. Blanco from the chest high wind, rocks and fires. Fastball. Oh, he missed. They're going to take a look at it. I would take a look at it too. I think that's a strike. No! Did not hit the corner. I thought it did. Well, Diaz called for the review, called for the ABS challenge, didn't get it. Montgomery walks. Another runner on for the White Sox. And that's going to do it for Ronel Blanco. So Blanco gives up 5. Montgomery is his responsibility at first base. He only gives up 3 hits, but only 4 hits, I beg your pardon, but 2 of them have left the yard. New pitcher coming in for the Astros. We'll tell you about the new pitcher in 65 seconds on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, No, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world.
How'd you get there?
Twice the work. Twice the surprises.
Just try it.
But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.
I think you should ask her yourself.
Munetaka Murakami has driven in 3 on the afternoon, and Miguel Vargas has just given the White Sox a 5-3 lead as Enyo De Los Santos comes on for the 46th time. He has 48 innings and a 4.13 ERA. So Ronel Blanco knocked out after 5 1/3, 5 runs, and the runner at first is his responsibility with only 1 out. Here's Andrew Benintendi, and he swings and fouls one out of play for strike 1. Benintendi 0 for 2 on the afternoon. So Miguel Vargas and Munetaka Murakami both with 2-run homers this afternoon for the White Sox. And they have the lead, 5-3. The pitch, swinging a high chopper to first. Wade steps on the bag. And Montgomery is at second, and there's 2 out of the 6th inning. Two outs in the 6th to Tristan Peters. He is 0 for 2 on the afternoon with 2 ground outs. Montgomery at second, 2 down in the 6th. De Los Santos' pitch is swung on and fouled for strike 1. Murataki with a ground out to move Antonacci to third. Antonacci began the inning with a double. Murataki grounded out, moving Antonacci to third. And then El Tigre, Miguel Vargas, hit a 2-run homer to give the White Sox a 5-3 lead. Benintendi grounded out after a pitching after Brayton Montgomery walked, and then Benintendi found out. Now Tristan Peters at the plate, and you're up to date. 5-3 White Sox here in the 6th. 2 out, runner at second. De Los Santos looks at him, and the pitch on the way is swung on and fouled out of play. Count remains where it is at 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Montgomery at second. Pretty big insurance run sitting out there. And as we said in the pregame, you want to take advantage of all your opportunities. The 0-2 pitch, low and inside. It's 1-2. Let me say a great job by both Jordan Hicks and Greg Newcomb to hold this Astros team at bay in our difficult innings, the 5th and especially the 6th. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Peters is gone, and so are the White Sox. But they get a pair on 2 hits. The big blow, a 2-run homer by El Tigre, Miguel Vargas. And at the end of 6, it's the White Sox 5 and the Astros 3. The 7th inning is next on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world.
What'd you get there?
Twice the work. Twice the surprises.
Just try it.
But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.
I think you should ask her yourself.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brux Night Guard. Now the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to BruxNightGuard.com and order yours today.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw.
To the top of the 7th inning, and the White Sox lead 5-3. Welcome back to our broadcast of Major League Baseball on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network. Brian Snow here with you. White Sox 5, Astros 3 on the strength of a 2-run homer by Miguel Vargas. And Grant Taylor now comes in, making his 39th appearance, 51 in the 3rd innings pitch, a 2.63 ERA, 5 of 8 in save opportunities. This is not a save situation. It's a hold situation as Jeremy Pena stands in to face the hard-throwing right-hander, and he pops the first pitch up. Luis Angel Acuna, can he find it? He does. 1 pitch, 1 out in the 7th. So the White Sox take a 5-3 lead into the 7th inning. I want to thank you all for supporting today's broadcast, and I hope you support every other broadcast we do here on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network as Taylor begins with a curveball to Yordan Alvarez for ball 1. 5 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the White Sox. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Astros. From the windup, the 0-1. Fastball low, and it's 2-0. I said 0-1. That was my mistake. We owe you a scoreboard. We'll do it at the bottom of the inning. And also at the bottom of the inning, it's going to thrill me to say we owe you an ID because we have our radio stations tuning in. The pitch on the way. Fastball strike, and the count is 2-1. Alvarez is 0 for 2 with a walk this afternoon. White Sox trying to salvage the finale of this 3-game series before welcoming the Yankees beginning tomorrow. From the chest high wine, here's the 2-1 pitch. A fastball low, and Taylor knew he missed it. Counts now 3-0. 3-1. Got to get the rhythm back. 3 balls and a strike. It's different doing it here in studio than it is in person. The 3-1 pitch, a curveball strike, and the count's full 3-2. Cambodian 22 with us says, Astros fan here. I won't rest until we claim revenge for that 05 World Series. That was a great series, though. The payoff pitch is ball 4, and Alvarez walks for the second time. You know what, Cambodian? Let me know where you're listening from. That 05 World Series was a terrific World Series. And yes, it ended in a sweep for the White Sox, but as Cole Johnson, who is our executive producer, loves to point out, 6 runs separated those two teams in that World Series. Nothing is for sure. That's the truth. The pitch to Paredes is a strike right down the middle. The count's 0-1. 5-3 White Sox here in the top of the 7th inning. And Sick Diggy, you're going to love my next sentence. I'm working on getting rid of coffee once and for all. I mean that. 0-1 the count. The pitch bounced foul, third base side. And the count is 0-2. 0-2 the count to Isaac Paredes, who was 0 for 3, but made a fabulous play in the field in the 4th inning, taking a double away from Miguel Vargas, a double and an RBI. But then Vargas got even in the bottom of the 6th inning with a 2-run homer that has given the White Sox this lead. The 0-2, low and outside, 1-2. I mentioned great voices earlier in the game. One voice I forgot to mention that I love listening to, John Sterling. And I hate saying my next sentence, the late John Sterling. 1-2 the count. The kick and the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a slider. And there's 2 down in the 7th. Take your time in weaning yourself off of it. I know I have to wean myself off of it because if I go cold turkey, it'll last for a couple of days, but then the craving will hit me. I had a half a cup today, and now I have a lot of Gatorade here with me that I will keep here in the office to keep the non-caffeinated drinks flowing. The pitch to Altuve is a curve outside for ball 1. 2-out runner at first in the form of Yordan Alvarez. We're in the top of the 7th. White Sox 5, Astros 3 as they try to claim the finale of this 3-game series. It looked like they were on their way to claiming game 1. Then the 6th inning happened. Altuve takes a strike from a curveball, and the count's now even, 1 ball, 1 strike. But I've got to mention that Altuve represents the tying run with the big man Alvarez at first. What up, Snowman? Wayne retired up here in Northwest Wisconsin, born and raised within walking distance of Comiskey Park. I love it. Let's get a win. Yes, let's get this win. Let's get this win. The pitch, low, 2-1. to Jose Altuve. Well, Wayne, thanks for tuning in. Hope you have subscribed to the channel. Hope you and others that have subscribed for the first time become members so I can really get this funded and bring more great White Sox broadcasts to you guys. And I hope I'm doing you proud. 2-1 to Altuve. Here it comes. A curveball strike, and the count's 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, two down. Alvarez at first. Sick Diggy says, may he rest in peace and may his memory live on and all will listen to his voice. Me included. Pitch on the way. Swinging a foul. We'll do it again. Yeah, I mentioned a lot of great voices that have shaped me as a broadcaster. Jack Buck, Vince Scully, Harry Carey, Skip Carey, voice of the Braves, television voice of the Braves. Al Michaels, who did baseball for a while. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And the White Sox get out of it, leaving a runner at first. 6 left on base for the Astros this afternoon. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. Time to stretch. I'm going to do so. We go to the bottom of the 7th. White Sox 5, Astros 3 on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world.
What'd you get there?
Twice the work. Twice the surprises.
Just try it.
But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.
I think you should ask her yourself.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brooks Night Guard. Now the Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for...
Bottom of the 7th inning. Hope you had a chance to stretch. I certainly did. And the White Sox lead 5-3, trying to build on to this lead, extend their lead in the Central Division. And Arku, you'll be happy for this scoreboard update. The Rangers lead the Mariners now 3-1. They're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Chase Mydroth will begin the bottom of the 7th here on the south side as De Los Santos kicks and deals. A swing and a pop-up out of play for strike 1. Snowman trade deadline coming up soon. What are your feelings as far as adding on? Bullpen help. In particular, Mason Miller. We need a closer, period. You're not going to be able to go deep in October without a bullpen. The 0-1 to Chase. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Cambodian, where are you listening in from, my man? Where are you listening in from, my friend? 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody on, nobody out. Bottom of the 7th. Enyo De Los Santos on for his 2nd inning of work. The pitch on the way is a fastball low, 2-1. Mesa would make the Chicago White Sox a killer team. I agree. That should be our target. Brian King up and throwing now in the Astros bullpen as Mydroth fouls that one off. And the count, Tulsa. I think I translated Tulsa, Oklahoma. Okay. So Arku and Cambodian are Astros. Actually, Arku is a Rangers fan. Now I got a few Astros fan in the chat. And it's wonderful to talk to you guys. The pitch, low, 3-2. Going to be doing a lot of, I think I'm going to get back to a lot of team-specific play-by-play this year as I work on getting my health back together, my endurance, everything. The payoff pitch, swinging a high fly ball into left. DeCenzo going back, away back in front of the track at the wall. It's a gunner! What? That didn't look like it left the yard. It is high. It is far. It is gone. Chase the ball out of here, Mr. Mydroth. And the White Sox lead 6-3. A missile from Mydroth. I'm paying all kinds of homage to John Sterling. I didn't think Mydroth got it. Cambonian, do you remember the 05 White Sox? And can you tell us about it? I was a youngin'. Man, Cambonian, I can tell you so much about that World Series in 2005. It was so evenly matched. 6-3 White Sox, their third homer of the afternoon. Murakami, Vargas, and now Mydroth. Wow. DeCenzo jumped as high as he could, but could not bring it in. Cue the fireworks. Or as Ed Farmer said, turn on the fireworks. And you know what, Cambodian? I was at game 2 of that World Series in 2005. I had a friend who I just don't see how it was. To be honest with you, I don't either because both teams were evenly matched. Luis Angel Acuna takes a fastball outside for ball 1. The White Sox had 3 extra base hits in the first game of that series, a home run from Joe Creedy and Jermaine Dye, and then a triple from Scott Podsednik. The pitch, swing and a miss, and the count's even 1-1. The White Sox didn't use their bullpen, folks who remember, in the American League Championship Series, except for 2/3 of an inning. So the bullpen was fresh. The bullpen came through for the White Sox. It was the third game of that series that scared me. And I'll tell you why in a moment. 1-1 to Luis Angel Acuna, 6-3 White Sox. The pitch on the way, swinging a foul, and the count's 1-2. Got to work on getting my posture better also, sitting up in this chair. The third game should have been the Astros win, but kudos to the Astros for fighting back from a 5-4 deficit. The White Sox trailed 4-1 early in game 3. The pitch outside, and it's 2-2 to Luis Angel Acuna. You know what did the Astros in? I believe was Jeff Blum, current Astros television broadcaster with Todd Callis, who hit a 14th inning home run. The pitch, swinging a line drive to a scoop to short, Pena up with it, long toss to first, not in time. So in case you're joining us late, Chase Mydroth just hit the White Sox third home run of the afternoon that barely cleared the wall in left in front of Zach DeCenzo. Luis Angel Acuna beats out a ground ball. And Angel Acuna can fly. As soon as he hit it, he put his head down and sprinted to first. And now here is Drew Romo, who swings at the first pitch and pops it up foul. Out of play for strike 1. 6 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the White Sox. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Astros. And then the fourth game, Cambonian, the fourth game was 1-0, and the White Sox didn't score until the 8th inning in 2005 in game 4. And now they have Acuna picked off. 1-3-6, and Acuna's erased. And there's 1 out in the 7th. Acuna got 2 steps too far, and they had him cornered. So Acuna gets on with a single and is erased on the pickoff. So Romo down a strike. You have a great memory, my friend. Who, in your opinion, who is the greatest White Sox player ever? The pitch, swing and a miss, and the count's 0-2. Cambodian, greatest White Sox player ever is the Big Hurt, Frank Thomas. 0-2 the count. I got other favorites, but if I have to pick the greatest in White Sox history, here's a looper over Pena's head in the left center field for a base hit. So Romo's aboard, and now how big is it that Acuna was erased on the pickoff? So Romo's aboard, 5th hit for the White Sox this afternoon. They lead 6-3. And what I'm going to do for White Sox games is something I used to always see on Sports Channel, and that's the pick to click. That's the pick to click. I am definitely going to add that. So De Los Santos is done for the afternoon. 7 hits for the White Sox. I incorrectly said 5. Brian King will come on, and we're going to stay here for this pitching change. But yeah, Cambodian, in my opinion, the greatest White Sox player is Frank Thomas. Because, yeah, the White Sox have had players before become their identity. They had it was a team identity in '83, the winning ugly team. But then when Frank Thomas showed up, something just changed. The Ultimate Sports Network is in the house. How are you doing, my friend? Thanks for coming in. But the fourth game, going back to the 2005 World Series, I'll say it again. 6 runs separated the Astros and the White Sox because that was one of the most terrific World Series I ever watched. And it could have gone either way. It could have gone either way. Is the 1919 World Series still talked about in Chicago? Nope, because 2005 erased that bad memory. (2005) erased that scandal, and all was forgiven. Because after that last out was recorded, then it was like a fresh start. It was like a fresh start. 3 home runs today for the White Sox. Breaking news, Cleveland Cavaliers have signed Mario Hezonja. Did I say that right? If not, please correct me. Colson Montgomery is another fan favorite, says, oh my Josh. He's got tremendous power and underrated defense. Could be a long-term piece. I expect him to be. Left-hander Brian King now on to face right-hander Randall Grichuk, and that's swung on and popped off of King's glove. Put it in your back pocket. Infield hit for the veteran Randall Grichuk, another former Cardinal. So Grichuk will be lifted for a pinch runner as the White Sox try to add on here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Don't forget, tomorrow, the Yankees come to town for the first of 4, and we'll have that one tomorrow beginning at 7:30. The Cleveland Guardians have now not scored in 18 innings. Yeah, you know what, Wayne? I totally forgot about Paul. I love Paul Konerko. Both of them are legends in my opinion. 43rd game for Brian King, and he'll face the moonshot himself. The pitch to Muniz, a strike with a sweeper, and the count's 0-1. 2 consecutive games, the Guardians have now been shut out. And to the Ultimate Sports Network, you don't know how bad I've been wanting to say Cleveland Indians all day. Junior Perez now running for the White Sox, and that's a fastball up and inside, and it gets off the glove, it heads to the backstop, and the runners will move up a base. We have talked about so much as baseball fans today. I want to thank you guys for tuning in this afternoon, and I talked about great announcers. One of them, former Seattle Mariners announcer, Dave Niehaus. The 1-1 to Murakami, a swing and a miss on a sinker, and the count's 2-1. And I have a very special friend. His name is Dave Sims. as the infield is now in for the Astros, who's the voice of the Yankees. And Murakami grounds it at the middle and through for a base hit. This is going to pair home. In comes Romo. Behind him comes Behind him comes Perez. And it's 8-3 White Sox here in the 7th. 3 runs here in the 7th. Cambodian says, be honest, do you hate the Astros and think we are cheaters? No and no. If you cheat and get caught and you do your due diligence and do your time, then that's great. But you know why I love the Astros? Everybody wants to label them cheaters, even to present day, as Murakami has now driven in 5. That's a season high for him. The pitch to Vargas is inside for ball 1. I'll tell you why I love the Astros. Yes, they got busted for cheating. Yes, they won a World Series, and everybody wanted them to pull that back and award it to the Dodgers. Can't do that because the Astros won that on the field. The pitch to Vargas, whacked foul down the third baseline, and the count's even 1-1. The Astros got zapped, and they still made the American League Championship Series the following year. Because the investigation occurred in 2019, the pitch is a strike, and the count is 1-2 to El Tigre, Miguel Vargas. Look, the opposing fan narratives is still going to be up there when it comes to the Houston Astros. But when it comes to 2022, the Astros won that just like they did in 17, fair and square, period. So no, Cambodian, I hope that answers your question. I do not hate the Astros, and I do not think you guys are cheaters. Next one. That's low, and it gets away. Headed to second is Murakami. Matter of fact, I've been an Astros fan. I'll tell you how long of an Astros fan that I've been. I remember their series in 86 with the Mets that went 6 games. Nolan Ryan is one of my favorite pitchers of all time, and he was an Astro for a while before he finished his career with the Texas Rangers. 2-2 to Vargas. Swinging a foul on a play to the right. We'll do it again. And 2 of my favorite Astros of all time is Chris Murphy is now throwing for the White Sox. More breaking news from the Ultimate Sports Network update. Jacoby Brissett and the Cardinals have reached a new deal. Vargas swings and misses, and there's 2 down in the 7th. 3 runs home for the White Sox. Here in the 7th inning, they lead 8-3. And now here comes Brayton Montgomery, who will bat from the right-hand side. He is 0 for 2 and has walked in the 6th. Have I seen a bench-clearing brawl in person? Yes, I have. I am a 30-year veteran of sportscasting. The pitch to Brayton, swing and a miss for strike 1. And yes, I have seen a bench-clearing brawl in person. Seen one in baseball and one in basketball. Girls basketball, as a matter of fact. 0-1 to Brayton. Outside with a fastball, and the count's even 1 ball, 1 strike. So I'm willing to bet that Brissett's going to be the starter for the Cardinals. Brayton Montgomery with the save of the day so far as he robbed Lamonte Wade of a home run. That occurred earlier in the game that kept the White Sox in the game. One and 2 the count. King is ready. The kick and the pitch, high and wide. And the count's now even at 2-2. Jerry Jeudy put up a 4 with his fingers when asked who he wants to be the starter on a live stream. So who is he? USN, who is he talking about when he put up 4 fingers? Because I know he's talking about somebody else. I don't know if I forgot if Brissett wears 7 still or if he wears 4. Number 4. The pitch on the way. Hit him. So Montgomery will head to first. Deshaun Watson. Okay. Deshaun Watson. That's who he's looking for. But would he fit in that offense? If he can't fit with Cleveland, how in the world is he going to fit with the Cardinals? And the Cardinals now have their running back of the future in Jeremiah Love. 2 on, 2 out. Murakami at second, Montgomery at first. Bottom of the seventh inning, Brian King pitching. 8-3 White Sox as they have 3 runs in. A solo home run from Chase Mydroth and a 2-run single from Munetaka Murakami. And they're looking to put this away and stretch the lead to 2.5 games with the Yankees coming in. In your opinion, how come there are not as many bench clearings as there used to be? I can't offer an answer on that. I really don't have an opinion on that. I don't know. There's not been as many as there used to be. Andrew Benintendi at the plate. Little looper headed to left, and that's through for a base hit. Murakami rounding third, headed home. He scores. Montgomery stops at second, and it's 9-3. Watson and Judy are with the Browns, and I believe Jacoby was with Arizona last year. Okay, so Jerry, Judy, and okay, thank you for that correction. I appreciate that, USN. To the Ultimate Sports Network and all the rest who have come in, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 2,500 subscribers before kickoff. And I'm doing college football. I'm doing pro football. I'm still covering baseball. Tristan Peters at the plate takes a strike, and the count's 0-1. As I said, even though I'm in the process of working on getting into CDL training, I still want to do as many games as I can and grow this channel where I can make this my living. The pitch on the way to Peters, swinging a foul out of play, and the count's 0-2. So if you can, please subscribe to our video simulcast on YouTube at Snowman Multimedia and at Watch SMSN, and let's get them both growing. Taylor Green had very scary upside for the Browns if he can learn to read defenses. At his slashed foul out of play. Count remains 0-2. If he can learn to read defenses and be more accurate. Yeah. I say the same thing for Shedeur Sanders, but to be perfectly honest, I don't trust Shedeur Sanders. And I have many reasons. Peters fouls one out of play again. Count remains 0-2. 9-3 White Sox. They're in the bottom of the seventh. Cambonian says subscribe. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. And if y'all can also, I'm looking to bring in 100 channel members before kickoff. No, I'm going to up that goal a little bit. The pitch on the way, a swing and a high fly ball in the center. Taylor Trammell under it, circles into left center field, makes the catch, and the inning is over. But the White Sox get 4 on 3 hits, no errors, and they leave a pair. We're at the end of 7. It's the White Sox 9 and the Astros 3. This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
If you're the kind of person that likes to drive a lot.
To the top of the 8th inning we go, but before we do, we want to tell you that the next 4 games we will have here on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network simulcast involve those damn Yankees. That starts tomorrow. 7:40, 7:40, 7:40, and then 2:10 are the starting times. That's our getaway day. Lamonte Wade fouls the first pitch from Murphy off for strike one. Chris Murphy making his 24th appearance, 24 innings with a 4.50 ERA. And then we get 3 with Tampa Bay next weekend. That's going to be a tough series. The pitch to Wade, low and outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. So instead of the Astros having the big inning, the White Sox have had 2 big innings. Junior Perez now on in left for Sam Antonacci. Grichuk pinch hit for Antonacci. That's outside. Counts 2-1. I'm hoping to cover college football and NFL this year as well. Who are your Ultimate Sports Network? Who are your teams? I may have asked you that already. 2-1 pitch. Fastball strike on the inside corner. And the count is even at 2-2. Watch for the new Snowman Multimedia website that will include a direction to watch SMSN. The pitch on the way. Curveball. Missed it. Just missed it. And the ABS challenges have been out since the first inning. But that was the correct call. It was outside. 3-2. Nobody on, nobody out. Lamonte Wade 0 for 1 on the afternoon. We're in the 8th. 9-3 White Sox. Murphy is ready. The payoff pitch. Swinging a foul out of play. We'll do it again. We got college football on the docket this year. We got the NFL on the docket this year. I'll begin my coverage of the WNBA next week. The pitch on the way. Swinging a high fly ball into left. Randall Grichuk camps under it. Or Junior Perez, I beg your pardon, camps under it. He's got it. 1 out in the 8th. So Perez is the only change for the White Sox. Ohio State and Browns, but I will be covering all the big games and different games, not just my teams. I'll miss watching some of my games from my favorite teams, but it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I agree. I've had to do that a few times in my career. I've had to do that quite a few times. I want a Murakami bobblehead. Here's the pitch to Yanner Diaz. He swings and fouls 1 out of play for strike 1. As far as my routine goes for liquid, I have to drink more tea. I have to drink tea without sugar in it because it's the sugar that's been contributing to my weight problems. The pitch, swinging a foul out of play, and the count's 0-2 to Yanner Diaz. I just went in the kitchen and poured all the remaining coffee that I had. I poured it out. And I'm on the verge of throwing out all the coffee I have in the house. The 0-2, swinging a foul out of play to the 3rd. We'll do it again. Because I really want to be healthy and get my endurance back and everything with my health after beating stage 4 pancreatic cancer. 3 years in remission. Been in remission since February of 2023. 0-2 the count. The kick and the pitch. Swinging a high chopper, right side, and it rolls foul. Good job by Trevor Murphy letting it roll foul. And the count stays where it is at 0-2 to Yanner Diaz, who is 1 for 3 on the afternoon. After the game, we'll have a quick post-game show. We'll select our player of the game. And I want you all to put in the chat who you think the player of the game is. My vote is leaning towards Munetaka Murakami because he has driven in 5 this afternoon. I just started doing sports coverage again myself. I'm at only 131, but I'm waiting to do my Hall of Fame game predictions till the game gets closer. That's fair. That's fair. Well, I will indeed subscribe to you, my friend, and I would love to check out your coverage. In fact, I'm going to. If there's any way I can help you, I will. Swinging a bouncer foul, third base side. We'll do it again. For everybody that has watched me this afternoon and has subscribed to my channel, put in the chat who you think the player of the game is. And if you too do alternative play-by-play, let me know your channel. I will subscribe to it. And if there's any way old Snowman can help you, I will do so. And I mean that from the heart. The 0-2, swinging a foul at the plate. We'll do it again. Murphy's getting a workout. There's 1 out in the 8th. 9-3 White Sox. Ultimate Sports Network says same here with the player of the game. You already subscribed to me. That's how I found you. Okay. Yep, that's a layup. Murakami, says Chris Cope. Wayne says Murakami. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 2 down in the inning. So after 7 foul balls, Murphy strikes out Yanner Diaz. And there's 2 down in the 8th. What I'm proud of most today, except for a couple of slip-ups, I remember the fielder's name, where they are located. Hall of Fame hats representing the Chicago White Sox both teams are wearing their Hall of Fame hats today because it is Hall of Fame weekend. Here's a foul out of play by Taylor Trammell for strike 1. I just graduated, so I won't have anything to hold me back this year. Cool. The pitch on the way. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now, I'll say it again. If there's any way, Ultimate Sports Network, that I can help you, let me know, and I will do my best. 1 ball, 1 strike to Taylor Trammell, who was 2 for 3 with a home run. A curveball strike. Beautiful curveball. And the count's 1-2. And I've used this broadcast to outline my plan, which I'm going to work on for a few hours. And then I'm going to study for my final CDL test and go knock it out in the morning before I do Snowman in the morning. And let me invite you guys to check out Snowman in the morning, weekdays, 10 a.m. Eastern. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Throw him out at first. That's a strikeout, 2-3. And this inning is over. Man, oh man. Woo! This is great. Nothing across for the Astros. We go to the bottom of the 8th. White Sox 9, Astros 3 on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crown they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, No, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
Yeah, minute 50 on the minute 50 on the commercials, with the intro and the outro and the commercials in between is as far as I'll go. So we go to the bottom of the 8th, and Miguel Ulola will come on now to pitch, making his 3rd appearance. He's thrown 4 innings, does not have an ERA. And he'll deal to Chase Mydroth as the White Sox basically batted around last inning. Fastball outside for ball 1. Mydroth 1 for 3, a home run last inning. That put the White Sox up 6-3. Here's the pitch. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Make sure it is green tea. I can do that. I can do green tea without sugar. Sugar's my Achilles heel, and I want to get rid of it. The pitch. Swinging a high pop-up. Foul out of play, third base side. And the count is 2-1. I think we all... we got a DN raid coming from District Nation. Thanks, buddy. I was suggested the pitch upstairs, 3-1. I was suggested dark roasted green tea. Sin Bin Stream, one of the folks I love to watch for play-by-play, is here. He just subbed. Thank you. I appreciate you guys very, very much. The 3-1 pitch is a cutter upstairs for ball 4 to chase my draw. I think we can go ahead and name our player of the game. I'm going to try to make it a rule to wait until after the game to say it, but I think everybody has agreed. Our player of the game is going to be Munetaka Murakami with 5 runs batted in on the afternoon. 5 of the 9 runs. There was Luis Angel Acuna, who's 1 for 3 on the day. The pitch, fastball strike on the outside corner, and the count's 0-1. Sin Bin, I love your streams, my man. District Nation, same to you. Thank you to everybody that has made this so much fun today. I'm loving doing play-by-play. I'm loving doing it again, and I want to make it a living. Swinging a miss by Acuna, and the count's 0-2. I had a playful fight earlier in the day, and I'm trying with Cambodian 22. He and I were talking about the 2005 World Series, and he said, "How could that not be a sweep? How could that be a sweep?" Was his actual question. I don't know. Acuna lines one to right, and that is caught by Cam Smith, 1 out in the 8th. District Nation, when is Mooney not the player of the game? For about 4.5 to 5 weeks when he was on the injured list. You guys make sure you check out Sin Bin Stream as well as District Nation and the Ultimate Sports Network. They do fabulous jobs with their play-by-play streams, and I love listening to them all. Another channel I love watching is Pure Adrenaline Sports. Thank you all for checking in. The pitch to Romo is upstairs, ball 1. So Munetaka Murakami is our player of the game. 3 for 4 on the day, 5 runs driven in, including a 2-run homer that gave the White Sox an early lead. 1-0 the count to Drew Romo, the catcher, and the pitch. Swinging a miss on a fastball, and the count's even 1-1. Don't forget, tomorrow, 7:30 is our start time. We'll have the lineups and the pitching matchup and the keys to the game and the first pitch at 7:40 Eastern time between the Yankees and the White Sox. And I think this is the team I'm going to ride with. The 1-1 pitch, high and tight, 2-1 with a fastball. Ullola on to pitch now for the Houston Astros. Ronel Blanco started. Enye de los Santos followed him, and now Ullola on for him. Brian King also made an appearance. The pitch, outside with a fastball, and it's 3-1. I also do a special where I'm planning it for a Google Santa tracker watch along. Did it last year, but took it down, but wasn't pleased with how I did. Understood. The 3-1 pitch, a swing and a little looper headed into center field, but Jeremy Pena will race out behind short and make the catch. And there's 2 down in the 8th. Thanks to everybody that tuned in to all of our channels this afternoon. We appreciate it. I do have a channel, youtube.com/@watchsmsn. If you all could subscribe to that, I would be appreciated. I may give Sunday Night Baseball a run tonight just as a warm-up, but I don't know. Whoever's doing Sunday Night Baseball, put your link in the chat and we'll all come check it out. It was Junior Perez batting for Sam Antonacci. The pitch, swing and a miss, and the count's 0-1. And while I'm talking through everything, I know I'm going to need more workspace And I know I'm going to need a bigger desk, which is going to frighten my wife half to death because some of this stuff here in the office I got to get rid of. And I will. Yo one, high and tight, 1 ball, 1 strike to Junior Perez. As I mentioned, tomorrow, 7:30 is our broadcast start time, 7:40 for the first pitch, as the White Sox welcome the Bronx Bombers to the South Side. And my buddy Dave Sims, who is the radio voice of the Yankees, may get a visit from me. It's going to depend on a couple of factors. A turn and throw to first, runner back. But may not be able to pull it off because I haven't gotten a word to him yet. Been struggling here, trying to keep things afloat for me and the bride and the family, which is what I want to do with this. This is what I want to do. I'm getting a commercial driver's license as that fastball is inside, 2 balls and a strike to Junior Perez. I'm working on getting a commercial driver's license so I can work on getting my family solvent for the next couple of years. But make no mistake, folks, this is what I want to do. That's why I have the Patreon up. That's why I keep the Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal donation links up at Spout Out of Play, as my drop had second base stolen. That'll leave the count at 2-2. That's why I have all that up while I'm working on getting a few advertisers. I don't have Sunday Night Baseball up yet, but I'm thinking I just might give it a run anyway. Okay. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count to Junior Perez, batting for Sam Antonacci. But yeah, I think it was Wayne, the pitch, up and in, 3-2 to Perez. I think it was Wayne Soa. Did I say that right? If not, please correct me. That suggested green tea. My buddy Frank, who's a longtime dear friend of mine from the South Side, suggested dark roasted green tea. The pitch on the way, a swing and a drive in a deep left field. Back goes DeCenzo at the wall. It's a gunner! Junior Perez hits the 4th home run for the White Sox. It's a Perez pop, and it's now 11-3 in favor of the White Sox. And you know what, District Nation? I just might try Sunday Night Baseball. It's something I've always wanted to do, but haven't had access to it, and I don't know if I'll have it tonight because, well, can I be honest with you guys as to why I haven't done Sunday or Monday Night Baseball in a while? If I can, please let me know in the chat. Here's Munetaka Murakami, our player of the game. He takes a slider for a strike, and the count's 0-1. Murakami 2 for 4, including a 2-run homer. That's the 3rd 2-run homer this afternoon for the White Sox. And Murakami blasts one deep to right. It is high. It is far. It is gone. A moonshot by Mooney. And it's 12-3. A 2-homer day for Munetaka Murakami. And yes, I'm paying all kinds of homage to John Sterling, the late John Sterling. Well, folks, I was given the green light by the Ultimate Sports Network, to be totally honest. I just don't have the funds to, I'm going to cry, keep the subscription. That's plain and simple. Murakami has driven in 6 runs today. 2 home runs, 6 RBI on his bobblehead day. And the White Sox now lead 12-3. I think every day should be a Munetaka Murakami bobblehead day. But we got other players that make this team go. But I'm going to put this up here. And I try not to do this often, but like I said, I just haven't had the funds, and I've been so overwhelmed in trying to get them to keep the dream going. So if you all can, if you can make a contribution today or tomorrow to help me and my family, there's the PayPal link right there. The ID you need is at Snowman2172. I got my Cash App link right here. Also, Miguel Vargas at the plate. He's got a home run today, and that's low. 2 balls, no strikes. I'm going to leave that up. I'm going to leave this up here. So if y'all can help me get the funds I need for all the streaming, no worries about not being able to keep the subscription. That's why I haven't been able to do it. Vargas pops it up. Into left, DeCenzo under it. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. But 3 more for the White Sox, including a second home run from Munetaka Murakami. They go back to back and belly to belly. 12-3 White Sox as we head to the money frame on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crown they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, No, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
I am so glad you ladies are here. You each have your own rooms.
Thank you.
Get settled in. I'll call you for dinner. Adopting teen sisters, it's a lot. Girls, you're gonna be late. You want breakfast?
No thanks, we're good.
They're always in their own world.
What'd you get there?
Twice the work. Twice the surprises.
Just try it.
But if you think of it that way, they're also twice as fulfilling.
I think you should ask her yourself.
Is it okay to call you Mom?
Of course you can.
We begin the top of the 9th inning as Sir Anthony Dominguez is on now to pitch in a 12-3 White Sox lead. And I'll say it again, if you guys can help out with a few donations to help get me through the season and to help my family today, that will be appreciated. Here's a fly ball to right. Montgomery is under it. 1 out in the 9th inning. 40th appearance for Sir Anthony Dominguez, a 4.46 ERA. Wayne says, good call today, Snowman. You broke the losing streak big time. Thank you. And thank you. I appreciate it. I'm doing this to hustle up what I can for my family and to turn this into a living so we won't have to worry anymore about it. Here is Zach DeCenzo. He takes a fastball outside for ball 1. Fifth pitcher of the afternoon, I beg your pardon, for the White Sox. Sir Anthony Dominguez trying to wrap it up. Here's a line drive to right. Brayton Montgomery under it. Got it. 2 down, 1 out to go. The face cam and the scoreboard. Thank you. Thank you, District Nation. Very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. I'm going to put this up here to the end of the broadcast. And I've had people ask me not to put this up here, but given the situation and the health problems that I've had to deal with, this is what I do. Nick Allen now at the plate. He takes a strike and the count's 0-1. If anyone can contribute to the cause to help get us through at least for the next few weeks while I'm doing baseball and getting my CDL. That will be great. The 0-1. Ground ball headed to third, and it's under the glove of Vargas. You got to let Acuna get that one, Miguel. So Allen reaches, and I think that's going to be an error on Miguel Vargas. Yep, it's off his glove. I would think that would be Acuna's ball, but they scored it a hit. No, you're wrong. That's my beautiful wife, you hear. And I'm not wrong on this one because I saw it. Christian Alvarez now at the plate, takes a strike, and the count's 0-1. Yankees and Phillies on Sunday Night Baseball tonight. And I want to say that the Yankees may complete the sweep. And they let Allen advance on defensive indifference. Here's a sweeper outside. And the count is 1-1 District Nation, if you want me to make this layout for you, I can, if you would like. 1-1, the pitch. A sweeper outside, it's 2-1. 2-1, 2 down.
Nope, you're wrong.
No, I am not. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and the count is 2-2. And the Astros are down to their final strike. 2-2. The District Nation, I won't make it until you exclusively say yes. The 2-2, low, and the count's full, 3-2. Nick Allen at second on with an infield hit. 2 out, runner at second, 12-3 White Sox. As the White Sox look to salvage this one and move 2.5 games in front. A swing and a fly ball foul down the right field line. And the count stays where it is at 3-2. Christian Vasquez at the plate. Sir Anthony Dominguez trying to shut it down. Payoff pitch. Strike 3 call. Game over. That's the White Sox winner. And to honor the late, great John Sterling, White Sox win. The White Sox win. In the last 8 games, the White Sox have hit 2 home runs. Today, they have hit 5. Your final score this afternoon, the White Sox 12 and the Astros 3. So the White Sox score the last 9 runs of the game. They moved to 55-49, 2.5 games in front of the Guardians, 4 even in front of the Twins, and 6 in front of the Tigers as they do indeed stretch out their lead. We'll come back with final thoughts on the pregame show after this on the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
And ever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, No, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel. Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central. Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete! 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 Delete!
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels. Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony, or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central. Oh, yes. The tradition, the pageantry, the spectacle, the history, the slut. Wait. I gotta rep my brother's stuff right. All my DMV soldiers, stand up! And welcome to the Commander's Gridiron Report. You want your commanders to be repped right? Well, D. Willie is your man. Commander's Gridiron Report. Every Tuesday at 11:05 a.m. Eastern, 10:05 a.m. Central on the Sertoba Media YouTube channel. Music by J. Cool.
Where my soldiers? Right side. Commanders. Where my soldiers? Left side.
This is the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.
White Sox get one of the three from the Astros in a big way this afternoon as they defeat the Houston Astros by a final of 12-3. Final totals on the board look like this. For the White Sox, I beg your pardon, 12 runs, 12 hits, no errors, 3 left on base. They were 3 for 9 with runners in scoring position, which is pretty good given the last two nights. For the Astros, 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 6 on base, and they were 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position. Sean Newcomb is the winner. He is 1-2. Blanco takes the loss. He is 0-1. No save in the game because the White Sox put it out of reach in the 7th inning. Your scoring recap looks like this. Jeremy Pena got the scoring started with a home run, and the Astros led 1-0. Then on his bobblehead day, Munetaka Murakami hit his 21st homer on a fly ball to left, scoring Antonacci in front of him, 2-1 White Sox. Jeremy Pena got us again with a home run, this one to right center field, tying the game at 2. Murakami grounds out from Jose Altuve to Lamonte Wade, scoring Drew Romo to give the White Sox the lead at 3-2. But then Taylor Trammell says, I got this. Whacks a home run to center field, tying the score at 3-3. And then El Tigre, Miguel Vargas, gives us the lead for good with a 2-run homer to left field. And that made it 5-3 at the time. And I didn't have my recorder going. So we'll go through the scoring again. And it starts like this. Jeremy Pena homers in the top of the first, making it 1-0. Murakami responds with a 2-run blast, making it 2-1 White Sox. Jeremy Pena homers again in the third, tying the game at 2. Murakami grounds out to bring in Drew Romo, 3-2 White Sox. Taylor Trammell hits his 4th homer to center field, 3-3 game, and then the White Sox blew it open as Miguel Vargas in the bottom of the 6th, after the White Sox escape a bases-loaded situation, hits a 2-run homer to left, scoring Antonacci in front of him, 5-3 White Sox, and it was on after that. Chase Meidroth hits a home run in the 7th, making it 6-3. Murataki singles to center, scoring Drew Romo and Junior Perez, making it 8-3. Andrew Benintendi singles to left, scoring Murakami, making it 9-3. And then the 8th inning, the White Sox just poured it on as Junior Perez hits a home run, a 2-run homer to left, scoring Chase Meidroth in front of him. And they go back-to-back with Munetaka Murakami hitting a home run to right center field. And that's your score, 12-3 in favor of the Chicago White Sox. This game was played in 2 hours and 44 minutes. And today's attendance, 32,581. 32,581 in 2 hours and 44 minutes. Fabulous game by the White Sox. They can carry this momentum into tomorrow, and they now sit 2.5 games in front of the Cleveland Indians. I knew I was gonna say it. In front of the Cleveland Guardians, heading into tomorrow, where the White Sox welcome the New York Yankees. First pitch time of 7:40. We'll be on the air with our pregame at 7:30. Take you to and through the game, pregame to postgame. That is tomorrow. But for now, my name is Brian Snow. Hope that you enjoyed it as we enjoy bringing it to you. I wish you all to have a great night. God bless you, and keep supporting the channel because we truly, truly appreciate it. God bless you all. We'll see you tomorrow from the South Side. So long, everybody.
Preceding has been a presentation of the Snowman Multimedia Sports Network.